Hello, hello. Welcome in. Feels like it's been a while since I made a video now. What sort of got presented to us to share was what we've been through. And that's not something that we have talked too much about, because most beings don't truly get what we have been through and what we actually did in there. Because there are many beings that have had similar experiences and they can only relate to their experience of that situation. They can't compare, they can't relate to something else than what they have experienced. And so I was trying to solve the puzzle of myself and figure out what I was doing. And I got myself into such trouble. Energetically, when it comes to a partnership, complete giving up of power. Like, I'm just here to serve you type of thing. But that doesn't set up a healthy relationship, right? It's obvious to me now, but when I was in it, I had all of these blinders on, right? And so it was highly dysfunctional. And I sort of let it just play. And then I started injecting like little things that just didn't work. And I noticed things that was just really off, and so I just let it go, and just like, how is this just going to continue if I continue like this? And it got really bad actually. And my fault was that I was just pleasing. I was pleasing this mirror. I had to go through so much shadow, humiliation, like feeling really low, like on these really low states. That's what I went through actually. I took my body there. That was my dysfunction, that I was there. Someone bullying me, and I was allowing it to happen. Because I wanted to figure out the puzzle, like what is this thing that I was supposed to figure out? And so I went through that being. Because that being was a mirror, very clearly, for how we were operating our system. But it wasn't a clean mirror. Eventually, it was more like a drag, like, no, let's go down here again, type of thing. Until I've exhausted everything that I could do to fix anything on the outside. I was done. I was like, if this is the world, I'm out. That's when the guides showed me Jesus. They are very linked for me. My intuition is the feeling. And it doesn't matter to me if it's Jesus, the Ascended Masters, or another high frequency. But that's what I can tell, high frequency. So I determine the difference between high and distorted frequency. We've had to train ourselves to be super good at that. We were in such a study, banging our head against the wall, thinking that we could fix this outside. And then when they came through, they sort of corrected something inside, which was like, it was like I snapped out of a dream. And I just said all of the things that the body wanted to say. And it came through as anger in the beginning. That's what a squeezed down voice, that's what it takes to break through of having your voice, even self-afflicted, peep down to like, no, you can't express who you are. That was my experience, and I did that to myself. I had many dysfunctions, thinking that I was all that. But in reality, I was exuding a lot of shitty behavior. That we have done a lot of work because we got to see the truth. And that we're so grateful. That is something that no one actually gave us before. Truth. And that is valuable. Truth is valuable because truth sets you free. When someone speaks the truth to you, when someone dares to share something that may be a little bit challenging for them to share, what do? Do you notice them? That's the thing. People usually don't, because it is a mirrored effect. If someone is piped down, they usually attract beings that are just too loud. And then, oh, it's just the quiet one. No. So there needs to be efforting. And how can you do that? Only from the inside out. You can only effort from the inside out to break free of these, so that the mirror, so that you start to correct the mirror, so that there is some balance here. And that means some pushback. Sometimes that is a healthy thing. It depends on what you're correcting and what energies that you're working with, harmonizing. But there is always that. If you have shrunk your energy in any capacity, the outside projection may seem very scary. But it's not. It's just a projection of your consciousness out onto the world, as if that outside is scary. That's what you're doing. It's like, of course, anything that you think is the outside is going to be scary. If you project, whatever you project outside, if you project that, oh, that person is much better, oh, this person is this and that, like all of these things, they don't mean anything. The only thing that matters is true alignment with your body. That is the main thing that you are here to uphold. It is a frequency calibration to be in alignment with who you truly are. It takes some adjustment and some fine-tuning. But once you have gone through these cycles, and that's what that was, it was the final, I saw the whole cycle. The whole dualistic cycle is what I saw. And I closed that out. That is a big thing to close out. Because that's a complete thought system. And we are out of it. We can feel that we are out of it because things are different, frequency-wise, here. We have started a new life. Things are different here. When you are aligned, things you operate your body differently. I really want to convey this because we have felt this many times. It is a very different. You can see clearer. You can hear better. You can feel more. You feel more distortions. Everything is more. There is also more joy. And you can learn how to maneuver that much better. And that's the next level that we're all asked to step into. But you have to do it in action. It doesn't happen automatically, unfortunately. But you can make the shift. And we are highly encouraging you to continue with these 28-day shifts. And if you haven't already, sign up. There's a link below. And we're so looking forward to seeing what you become when you embody who you truly are. We love you so much. And we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.